And hello there everyone, King Hedgehog here, and welcome to the start of Ostriv. Going to be starting a new game, and we're going to be playing on, let's pick level 06 for today. And let's see. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game. Let's have a quick peek around the map here. Need to figure out the controls again. It's been a while since I've played Ostriv. I think the last alpha I played was actually alpha 2.4. This is already alpha 3.4.3. So they're making really good progress with the development of the game. Now, I haven't read the patch notes, so I don't really know what they have fixed and what they have added. So let's just get cracking. It is a nice flat map though. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, look at that. So that's going to give us a lot of nice areas to build in. There's a lot of nice water around here. There's some nice foresting up here. So let's start off. Now, the first thing we need to do is we're going to need to build a camp location, and then it's going to want us to build a number of houses for our families before the winter hits. So I'm going to keep the game on pause. I kind of know what I need to be building. So let's get down to it. Now, I'm going to be building a little bit away from here. I will have this cleared eventually to integrate it into town. I want to build the entire city probably around this area. We have some nice forest here that we will use for farming, so let's bang right about there. Then the first thing we're going to do is put down some construction. So in production, what do we need first? In order to build the houses, we need a clay pit, and let's quickly turn that around. All right, so let's get our production street right about here. You go about there. Then the next thing that we also need, and that we need relatively early on, is going to be the forestry right up there. And let's flip that around. No, the other way. There, that can go right next to it. Right about there. That is good. And then next to that, I'm going to get straight away a couple of charcoal piles. We'll flip them to 2. Actually, the opening on this side is kind of okay. So I know for sure that I can walk in between them. There, that is 1. Should have held shift so I can build a second one straight away, but sure. There. And then what do I next to that? I'm gonna need probably the smithy next to it, in order to get ourselves some additional nails when and where needed. All right. Now, the good thing about the production queue here is I can move it around to change the priorities. And the first priorities obviously is going to be here, the houses. Now, I'm going to be building in blocks of 4. I don't know if I'm going to need something else. That is going to be for the farming. So let's build our first block around here. Again, should have held shift. Sure. Here. Now let's turn this one around. All right. So these ones can go. We can do the first 3 houses. But first the forestry. All right. So let's get started with speed level number 3. So they can start building on that straight away. The other thing we're going to need in a bit as well is going to be a thatchery, because the thatch is what is the roofs of the houses. Where is it? Where is it? Tannery. Here it is. Now, and the thatch is what is pulled from the riverbed side. So let's get that nice and close. Let's get it right about there. And we'll put that right there. So we have 3 houses ready. Then we will, the smithy can go further to the end. Clay pit, we have the forestry is being built first, because without the forestry we're not going to get any wood, and without any wood obviously there's not going to be any houses built. Now if we click here, we can see the progress. That is the top 2 lines, in this case is wood and nails. That is where they bring the materials, and then here at the bottom line you have work, is where they are actually doing the building. Look at that, go nice and fast. Now here we have the number of builders. We have 31, 18 adults, so that means we have quite a few kids actually, which is a lot. Let's get 3 people straight in there. to get that done. The charcoal is usually done by the ladies, and the ladies will pick up the wood from here once it is ready. Now the houses are, I think it was 5,000 wood each. Yeah, 5,000 wood, 100 nails, 1,000 clay, and 300 thatch. And right here, that's the camp center. Where's the storage there? So we have 1,000 iron, we have 1,300 nails, and we still have 1,200 thatch. So we are kind of okay for the first couple of houses. But let's get the thatchery right there in between so they can build that as well. Now it is March at the moment, so we have quite a bit of time to get all the houses up. There's 4 around here. A little bit of space in between. Let's get the next 4 houses right next to it. Here's going to be nice. That's going to be 8 out of the 9 that we need. Yeah, we can do 1 more block. Right about there. Oh, I have to get used to some of the controls again. Now, the other thing which is fairly, I wouldn't say important, but helpful, in their rest time, they like to sit down. So usually just grab some benches, because otherwise they're going to come back here and they're going to be sitting, see, they're going to be sitting all the way around there. So what I'm going to do is right here in the middle of the houses, here, let's flip them around. Put a bench right about there. Decoration, no decoration right there. And then let's get, I think this is the bench we have, right? Yeah. All right, so let's bang another one down there. Let's flip it around and do the same on this side. There. And look at that. Now, that's going to make them sit down on those benches, because on their rest time, they go into the houses to eat, and then they will sit down there to rest, which is definitely going to help. And that means that we can get rid of these benches eventually, once the rest of the houses are built and they start moving in there. All right, how are we looking? The thatchery is ready, so let's get the workers on there. But let's first set the hire options. I don't want any men in there. I just want women in there. There you go. 4 of you can go in there. All right, see, ladies up there starting to work as well. They're going to help the production process here to get our houses ready. It is April. First of the houses is ready. The second one is nearly done. Then we have another 2 before we start building the smithy. Charcoal here is fully burned already. That is also filled by the women in the village, which is good. So they have an active part here in the development of the city. Right, how are we looking for wood? Actually, we're not doing too bad. The building team is nearly full. That is good. Now, I have 3 people here. 2 always to carry and work, and 1 of them to rest, so they can rotate a little bit, and the wood production is always up and running, which is important in order to get a village up and running in time. Now, this is what I'm going to turn into our central park on one side, and we can actually plop that down already. I want to have the town hall. Now let's get that on the nice side, right about there. And then on this side we should have trade and transport. Yes, and then we need to get, not the warehouse, we need to get a trading post, which is ironically enough only having the entrances on the side, yet still I prefer to plop it down on the other. Right about there. So here we have a central area. We have our town hall on one side, trading post on the other side. Then, since this is going to be the production area, that is probably where we're going to be plopping down our storage as well, our warehouses, non-food storage and the food storage. But we can wait with that. All right, how are we looking? Houses. We still have 6 families in tents. The first 3 houses are ready. They're building on the 4th one. After that, they're going to go for the smithy. How are we looking nails-wise? It's in here. Still have 900, so the smithy can be moved a little bit further back. Let's first get the houses. That is 3, that is 6, 7, 8, and 9. Alright, so that should do the trick. Then at least we have everything and everybody covered as for housing wise. Now, right here in the middle, we have what's going to be one of the main walkways. Need to make sure that we have enough water. So what we'll do is we'll flip that around and we'll put... actually, let's flip it again because that's the main walkway. So let's get one on this side. Let's get another well on the other side as well. We need to make sure that they have enough water. I think they can walk in between there, right? Or not. Let's move it. Let's move it over a little bit. Just to make sure that there's enough space for them to walk around. There you go. Who else can go first? And then let's get the town hall right before we start building the additional houses. Because we just need to get the 9 houses up and running right now. Once they are up and running, I want the town hall so we can start adjusting our economy. We've got 1,923 coin at the moment. I don't want to keep that going. What have we look in here? That's going to be the smithy. The next thing we're also going to need somewhere around here is going to be the carpenter. Trade and transport, no. Production, carpenter. Don't need anybody in there at the moment. They don't need to do any active building for now, or active production, but it is always good to have it ready and set. Now look at that, 4 houses, 5 houses ready, 4 to go. It's only June. And it does look like we have enough resources. How are we looking for wood? 13, 12,000, absolutely perfect. So as you can see, the roads are developed by them literally walking over it. The more they walk a path, the more it turns into a road for now. Benches are very active in use, which is good. And people are moving in there, and as they move into the houses, the tents here are disappearing. These wells and these benches, as well as the campfire, I will remove that eventually. Once all these ones are built and they all have their nice houses. Just to free up the space here to actually turn it into a nice area. It's going to be full of decorations. Yeah, we have some nice bushes, some nice trees, small arch, and we will put a nice fence around it, couple of arches to make their way towards the town hall, so they are forced to come through this central park. Beautifications is something we can do later. For now, we need functionality. We need all of them to get a house before they die because of frostbite. Alright, so we're not doing too bad on the water, although I do think it's going to be good that we get one of the wells up next as well. I'm not going to take too much to build them. 2,000 wood, 40 nails. There, now let's first get the well so we have the additional water. Now we're looking wood-wise, 12,500. We have 10,500 firewood. Might bang down another charcoal burner. Production, another charcoal pile. Here, so the ladies can start filling that up, because once we then have the trader post, charcoal is probably going to be one of the first things that we're going to be exporting. Don't know if there's any demand for it elsewhere, but we have plenty of firewood, so might as well use it in our advantage. There we go. It's already nicely burning away. Look at that, and that way we already have 6 houses done, only 3 to go. The well is already here. Already producing. Look at that, nicely producing already, and that should also release the pressure here. Yeah, good. See, with the extra well here, so both of them are now nicely filling, so we're producing more water than what we actually are using. How's the thatchery doing? We have 1,900 rate, 2,000 thatch, which is definitely good. House number 7 is 3/4, more than 3/4 done. You just need to do the last bit of construction. There you go. And there we have house number 7. 2 to go. 2 families are still in tents. which is pretty good. July, August, maybe end of August, maybe September. Would be nice though, end of August, to have all the houses up and running. Which one's going to be next? Oh, we still have this one as well. So we actually have 10 houses in building. Oh yeah, of course, because there's another one right about there. And then we have town hall here. You can move over. Do we need the smithy already? 550? Yeah, probably. Probably going to need that smithy. Alright, and then we definitely need a trading post as well to get the iron. In order to get the smithy to produce more nails as we need them. Alright, and then just for planning purposes, let's get ourselves the other village house. Turn it a little bit so it's a little bit more in line with the others. There and right about there. Alright, so that's another block that we have. And then right on that side, no production. I'm going to need my farm. And the entrance is on the other side, which might make sense. But I think it's going to be nicer if we have the entrance on this side. Alright, now I'm going to be plopping it down on this side. And then let's get from the decoration department another couple of benches. One right about there. Don't really need one next to the farm, because I don't think that they go to their workplace to rest, but might as well give it a shot. Alright, so farm goes in front of that. And while we're looking here, that is still going strong. This one is still going strong. Nearly everybody has a house. End of August. End of August. Can we get it done? Yes, we can. There you go. Thatch roof on. There you go. And everybody has a house. The entire village has now moved, which is great. So now the next thing we're going to do is smithy. Now let's start with the town hall actually. So we can adjust their wages. Now see there, you know. No, we do need the smithy first. And that's okay. Let's build the smithy first and then right here, right? Yeah. And then we can actually assign somebody there, and then we might actually start with producing some nails first. What are we waiting for? Some more wood and nails. Anybody bringing that along, or? Yes, there we go. Oh, that's the clay. It's quite a bit walking that they have to do now to get the rest of the resources in here, but kind of okay though. Look at that, they're already doing the building. Walls are going up. That is what I do like though, the animations that they've added on it. It looks absolutely amazing to see them actually construct the buildings rather than it just poof fully appearing there. Alright, so I need to get a worker in there. And that probably means that I'm going to have to take away from my building team. But that's okay. Alright, one smithy. Here. Don't have enough iron. Well, go and pick it up, buddy. I'm not going to give you anybody to go and get the stuff you need. Not enough charcoal. Well, don't need to make any metal parts. I just need you to make some nails. Don't need to overload us on nails either. Let's keep that at, let's say 300. Now let's make 5. Here. 500 nails. When we have 500 nails, you're good to go. And you can actually start doing something else. Alright, so we have one well up. How are you looking? 370. Are they still using this one? nearly has 1,000, so that's okay. Let's remove these benches now, because everybody has a house and a bench. Do you serve any purpose? I don't think so. Camp cart parking, true. Need to find a new place for that too. There's so many things we still need to go and get though. But baby steps, baby steps. We're just laying the foundations of our village. Are we looking for the town hall? What are we looking for? Wood and nails. Alright, now how are the carts doing? Oh, they are nearly down though. Which means I need to get my carpentry up. There. Because they've been walking quite a bit of distance. We need to get the carpenter up and running so we can actually get them fixed. And then let's get the cart parking. Which we also need. Right in front. And let's put it right in front. Alright. Your carts are wearing out. Build a carpentry to repair them. I'm working on that. The next in line. But first we need to get ourselves the town hall built. Bringing in all the clay that we need. Look at that now. And it is October. Everybody has a house. So happy as we can be. During the winter time, we do need to get all the farms built. We need to get the fields up that as soon as it is spring, the women can actually start farming. Because the women are going to go and do the farming. The men will be busy with other stuff. Trading post. Don't really need that. No, that's good. You can be all the way at the end. Here. There we go. Town hall is done. Now let's get here onto the economy. Basic monthly wages. Let's get that all the way down to 0.2. 0.3. That's okay. Laborer's wage can go down to 0.2. And then we make everything here market products not free. Here. That works. Which is good for our economy here. Don't need to pay them for too much then. All right. So carpentry, wood and nails. That is good. How are you looking? Got a number of nails, which is great. How are we looking carts wise? We still have the cart parking right over here. Yeah, they are really nearly wearing out. Going to remove one person from there because I'm going to need him to go into the carpentry shop and actually repair the carts. There you go. And now we can put him on there. At least I hope. There you go. Nothing ordered. Yeah, you wait for the wood and then you can fix the carts. At least I hope that's... I don't remember how that works though. I hope that that was the way it worked. Alright, cart parking is complete. Which means I can now drag and drop you there. As well as you, as well as you. There you go. And then once that is done, I can also remove this cart parking. Here, the well has been completed. That's great. And now we can order a new cart, which he should have. Exactly. Now we need metal parts. We need 15 of them. Alright, so you can make 15 metal parts. Which is okay. Alright, you were done. Oh, yeah, you can get demolished. That is good. Alrighty, how are we looking here? Higher options, men, women. Yes, there we have the first snowfall. And they continue building on the next houses, which is also great. All right. So the next thing they're building here is going to be the farm, which is good. So we can get the first fields on this way. Now, I think I'm going to put them like that, actually. Or 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 for the next farm, which we can put next to it. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Are we looking here? Additional resources required. 200 thatch. We have no. We have loads of thatch. So go and fetch. There, so all the materials are there. We're just waiting for them to literally put it together. That's okay though. Look at their nice little village. The foundations of a city. Alright, so he's making metal parts. He's consuming metal parts. Do they have an extra person? No, I don't. That's okay though. Here, we can have one person less in there. There, so now we have a second person here in the smithy, which is good because it's going to speed up production a little bit, which is good because he's going to need to make the new carts when these ones either break down or can get fixed. I hope. Alright, so our farm is done. We can get workers on there, but we can do that later. First, let's go and add ourselves some fields. And I'm going to... They have the entrance here, which wasn't the smartest thing to do, but... What to do? Yeah, so that was not the way I wanted it to go. Alright. $50. Well, that is one. That will do. And we add another field and we can do that literally on the other side of it. Another 50, 50, 50. Look at that. Looking good. All right, and now the next one is going to need them to chop a little bit, probably. Here, no, it's a little bit shorter. Didn't want to pull it in full. That's okay, though. I mean, that's the small things I can live with. But then we have 3 fields. That works. How are we going to set them up? Let's first activate all of them. Activate. There and there. Oof, and how was it? Can't change the crop rotation without a manager. Fair enough. Here. Alright, so we start off with potatoes. Empty and wheat. Then we have wheat, potatoes, and you can start off as empty. And then you take wheat, and after that you take potatoes. That's going to give us potatoes everywhere. That's going to give us wheat everywhere. Works for me. Actually need to get a couple of other workers on there. And that has to be women only. Apply to all, yes. Alright, now here at the hatchery we can get 2 of them less. Alright. So we're looking good. We have our food production pretty much set for the upcoming season. We have houses for everybody. We even have more houses than what we need in line. They are working on their trading post. What are we waiting for? Wood and clay. We all good there. How are we looking here for carts? Alright, look at that. So the carpenter is nicely fixing them. And we are still waiting for the new cart to come in though. Been ordered. We're waiting for the metal parts. Well, he used the metal parts he had to repair the carts. That's okay though. Okay guys, now that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button as the snow starts to melt and we are heading towards fall again. And then I will see you guys here for more Ostriv episode number 2, where we will start farming, get us some extra food in, hopefully get the extra houses up and running as well, and we need to start trading. But for that we first need to finish off our trading post. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next one.